Good afternoon, everyone. It's Dr. Latrecchiano here. Welcome back to Advanced Topics and Ethnography. We're moving into session 9 now, where we will be talking about narrative analysis. So in this session, what we're really hope you get out of it is to observe some examples of narrative data in storytelling form so that you can understand how to turn that data into the story that you're telling in the ethnography that you might be developing for yourself. Um, Much of this requires an understanding of how to read and organize field notes. Remember, we're not doing ethnography in this class, but we're sort of deconstructing ethnography. So we want to see if we can identify um, uh, uh, how to move from notes and other types of data forms that you might get in the field. Those even could be written forms like document forms, et cetera. And then how to figure out what do you do with this, collage of data that you've collected through your field work. We want to evaluate those things and try and understand how they contribute to ethnographic research and how you're going to pull together this story. I have been watching a video this week about narrative analysis in qualitative research. I think this is a really great video that really breaks down how we do narrative analysis. So this is analysis of people talking, telling stories, etc. And there's examples there, and also the person on the video is going to talk about inductive and deductive narrative analysis. And I think it's going to be really helpful for you to think about how you move things into a form that then becomes usable for the story you're going to be telling about the health phenomena that's going on. So your activity for this week is really to look backwards and think about the types of tools that might have been used in the ethnography you've been reading, the large ethnography. Um, uh, and identify places where you can argue that the presentation of the study may have depended on each of these types of tools. Provide examples and post your assignment to the discussion board. So take examples out of your big ethnography and post those to the discussion board and think about what tools might have been used to corral that data. Respond to one other student about their ethnography and show similar evidence of notes that have been developed into meaningful storytelling. So this is an opportunity to think about those tools we talked about that make up the field notes, mental and emotional notes that you would probably utilize and create while you're in the field. And then also by deduction, try and understand what the author of the ethnography that you have been reading all semester long utilizes those sorts of tools. Okay. I also wanted to just take an opportunity to look at next week's session, which is session 10, excuse me. And here we're going to be moving into analysis. So as you're doing this week's activity for the discussion board, think about what types of analyses you might use in the project that you're proposing, the project that you've sort of been pretending that you're going to, sorry, something just fell over there. Pretending that you are going to do. It might be real, it might be part of your dissertation proposal if you're working on towards dissertation, but it doesn't have to be. So while you're doing session 9, think about in session 10 how you might utilize certain types of narrative analysis techniques in the work that you're going to be doing moving forward. So again, I'm looking forward to your posts. I think someone's posted already very diligently, but I'm going to wait a couple days to give other people a chance to post and give each other feedback before I jump in and provide my own feedback. So I hope you all have a really great week. I look forward to your posts, and we will see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.